And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Pierz and the opening day for Pequot Lake softball here on YourLiveEvent.com. It is game 2 for the Pierz Pioneers, game 1 for the Pequot Lakes Patriots as we welcome you to our pregame show for high school softball. I am Devin Kruger, and we thank you for joining. Of course, big thanks to our sponsors for helping us bring you today's broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com. Most of our spring sports broadcasts will be audio only on YourLiveEvent.com, as a lot of times they start right in the thick of the afternoon drive. We are here in cloudy, chilly Pierz. Pretty typical, it seems like, for the start of the broadcast season for spring sports. There was a little bit of rain that came through earlier, but right now it is dry. Infield looks in really nice condition. The outfield, well, of course, looks pretty rough as typical this time of year. Pretty brown and bumpy, but we've got two solid softball programs ready to do battle in this early season matchup in Granite Ridge softball. Here on the pregame show, we of course will take you through how the teams measure up. We'll go through it. We have both coaches on hand. Now, typically, a lot of springtime sports, they get through the warm-ups, they'll do the meeting, they will get going even if it means early. So I'm going to try to keep moving it right along. We are here. We are excited for this early season matchup. I got spoiled today. The Pierz softball field actually has a press box, and I'm the only media member here today. So I'm very, very fortunate to have a box shielding me from the wind and potential sprinkles here today. But fans will definitely be bundled up. Players and umpires will be as well. Coaches certainly, as it is a chilly day to start the 2025 spring broadcast season on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take you through how our teams measure up coming into this early season matchup. It's Pequot Lakes and Pierz Granite Ridge softball here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Roman, and my dad is a lineman at Crowing Power, the electrical company. He gets to drive a big white bucket truck and can climb power poles. That is pretty cool. Storms don't scare me. When the electricity goes off, my dad will fix it. He doesn't wear a cape, he wears a hard hat, and he is my hero. Happy National Lineman Day to my dad and all the others.
Crowing Power is your touchstone energy cooperative, giving you the power to power on.
Von Hansen's Meat Market in Baxter wishes the Patriots and Lightning the best of luck. Von Hansen's is more than the best selection of quality meats. Try their famous specialty pretzels. Von Hansen's in Baxter and at vonhansens.com. They bring you the best.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
Barnum's Auto Parts, Pine River, Napa wishes the area teams all the best. Get your dose of Napa know-how at Barnum's Pine River, Napa when you need the best in auto parts, tools, and accessories. Napa Auto Parts, near the stoplight in Pine River.
And welcome back to our pregame for high school softball today on YourLiveEvent.com as we take you through how our teams today measure up coming into today's contest with Stonemark Land Surveying. Contact Stonemark Land Surveying in Pequot Lakes for your property boundary measurement needs. Visit stonemarksurvey.com where every foot counts. Well, as I said at the start of the broadcast for Pierz, this is actually game 2. They were able to start the season yesterday against Staples Motley. They played down at Northwestern University in St. Paul on their total turf field, and the Pioneers went on to a 15-3 victory. So they start the year 1-0. Of course, it was not a conference matchup. For the Pequot Lakes Patriots, this is game number 1, so they are starting off the season here in Pierz. A short but storied history between these two clubs. They've faced off the last 3 seasons. The first year in 21-22, Pequot Lakes went 3-0. In 22-23, it was a 2-2 split. And last year, Pierz went 3-0 against the Patriots. So you look at the years combined, it is pretty interesting. They're 5-5 against each other in the last 3 years. Pioneers last year expected to have a really solid year for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. They had some seniors, but were quite inexperienced. The Pioneers last year, 20-6 overall. They lost in the semifinals of the 6AA tournament. For the Pequot Lakes Patriots, they finished with a record of 12-13. That's how the teams measure up. Here in their rematch will be on May 2nd, but that's how the teams measure up coming into today's game with Stonemark Land Surveying. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coaches. As up first, we'll hear from Matt Pepping, head coach of the Pierz Pioneers, and then we will chat with Brett Surgeon, head coach of the Pequot Lakes Patriots. It is an early season Granite Ridge matchup here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Moonlight Bay Family Restaurant in Cross Lake says good luck to the Patriots and Lightning. They thank all the kids, coaches, officials, and parents for their dedication and commitment to high school activities. Moonlight Bay is home of the $7 lunch special every weekday. Yes, only $7. Bring your friends for a great time with Meat Raffle Wednesdays, Trivia Friday nights, and great events all year long. Like them on Facebook for more. Moonlight Bay Family Restaurant on the north end of Cross Lake.
Cross Lake Auto Body is looking for an auto body technician to join their hard-working, fun team. Very competitive wages based on experience and a flexible work schedule. Willing to train the right person. If you have a passion for working on cars, apply today at Cross Lake Auto Body.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At Matson Lumber Company in Nisswa, they'll walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Matson Lumber in Nisswa are your local Marvin experts. Visit them on Highway 371 in Nisswa. Let Matson Lumber help you with your next project.
The tastiest pizza is at Tasty Pizza North in Pequot Lakes. Perfect crust and loads of toppings. Dine in, take out, and delivery. Breakfast Sunday mornings, more than just pizza, though pizza is their middle name. Tasty Pizza North, Pequot Lakes, 568-4404.
Hi, I'm Susan Schmidt at First Western Bank. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day roles to best serve our community. We know the area high school athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this season. Be safe on the court, rink, field, and in the gym. We look forward to watching you succeed. We're not just here for you, we are you. First Western Bank. You can bank on us. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We welcome you back to the pregame show for high school softball today. As joining us now, Matt Pepping, head coach for the Pierz Pioneers. Early season matchup, Granite Ridge, and of course, two great softball programs. Coach, really excited to be here. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming and covering the game.
You got the season started yesterday. I went down to Northwestern University, scored a 15-3 victory over Staples Motley. Let's just talk about the first game. What were you really pleased with a pretty dominant win to start the year, Matt?
Just doing the little things like backing people up, and you're going to have a few errors in the early goings and walk a few people just because of jitters and stuff like that. But I thought we did the little things well. We fielded the ball pretty well, and we backed people up. So if we overthrew it, we were there and they didn't get extra base. So those little things I was looking for.
Coming into the season, the weeks preparing. Now, of course, we had some nice weather to start, and then got hit with the snowstorm. Just what did you feel were some of the strengths coming into this year after a solid 20-win campaign last season?
I think our pitching should be pretty good this year. I mean, it's not dominant like Frankie Seelan dominant, but I think, or Geschwill dominant, but I think it can be good. And we got a pretty good outfield. They're experienced and they've played out there, so they can hunt balls down. And but we're kind of young and inexperienced on the infield. We replace everyone in the infield but our catchers. So that's where we're looking what we have. And this might not be the same lineup we throw out come May 15th.
What helped to put 15 runs across the plate in the opener?
We had a little running game. We made their walks hurt. and we're really aggressive on the bases. So I think those are the keys for us to be successful here on out, probably.
You know, it's not a deep history, but it's already pretty storied history between Pierz and Pequot Lakes, the way you guys have played each other in the regular season, playoff meetings. You were able to go 3-0 against the Patriots last year. Coming into this game, round 1 of the Granite Ridge, what are you talking to your girls about to be prepared for a battle with the Patriots here this early in the season?
Yeah, it should be a good game. They're always well coached with Brent over there, and hopefully our girls don't take it lightly. I mean, this could be determine a seed, you know, late in May. So we'll see, but they're always well coached. They always have a good pitcher, and they usually play a pretty clean defense. So I think this is going to be a clean game, and it's going to be a good solid softball game.
Yeah, we're certainly looking forward to it. Of course, we get the last cold day of the year, it looks like, at least for a while, but it should be a lot of fun. Matt, thanks as always, and good luck to you and the Pioneers.
Thanks, Devin.
Matt Pepping, head coach for Pierz. Join us as we break more pregame for high school softball coming right up here on YourLiveEvent.com.
BigDealAuctions.com, holding monthly online consignment auctions. Big Deal Auctions is top rated for business liquidations and estate sales. BigDealAuctions.com. Whether you have one item or many, we sell it for you.
More big news from Wides Major Appliance in Brainerd. Wides announces a new line to offer you. Now, stop in to see the incredible line of appliances from Speed Queen. Speed Queens are tested to last 25 years, offers warranties up to 7 years parts and labor, and is the recommended brand by most service people. With Speed Queen and Crosley, plus service, parts, and used appliances, Wides is your one-stop appliance shop for major appliances without the major price. See Wides Major Appliance on Oak Street in Brainerd.
Go Patriots and Lightning from MCL, a Lakes area landscape fixture for over 25 years. Big enough to do the job, small enough to care. MCL, mows, contracting, and landscaping in Breezy Point. Contact MCL for all your landscaping needs.
Aurora. Back with you on the pregame show for softball today on YourLiveEvent.com. Is joining us now Brett Surgeon, head coach for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Starting off the season on a chilly day in Pierz, but it is always exciting to get the new season underway, Coach. Thanks, of course, for some time before we get the game rolling.
Yeah, no, it's good to play softball, but you know, could have had a better day, but it's the way it is, and in spring sports, this is how we do it. And now we've been outside a few times this week, and so we're just happy to be out of the gym. So
well, and I think this is one of those interesting years because the first week the weather was pretty nice, but the ground necessarily wasn't. Then we get hit with a snowstorm. So when you finally got outside, you've been watching these girls. What has excited you about what they've shown coming into the year?
Well, I tell you, from the first day to now, we've made good strides. I mean, we graduated 5 last year. I think we graduated 6 the year before. So we have one senior this year. We do have our pitcher back, and she had a great second half of the year, and we'll get June back eventually here. I think next week we should have her back. So it'll make some interesting things. But we just have girls. This first few games, we're going to play and mix and match and see who steps up. I kind of told them, you know, it's an open competition. We're going to give you opportunities, but playing time's going to be decided by how you approach things and what you do on the field. So.
Well, before we talk about the opponent, I did want to highlight Georgia James because she does come in with the load of experience, you know, mainly from, you know, in the circle last year. From early on, what have you seen in terms of forward strides, getting better, and what she can do with helping control the game in the circle?
She's really her mechanics are a lot smoother this year, and she's got really good control, and she moves the ball around, and she knows, I mean, she got so much better at knowing when to throw different pitches last year, and she's even improved on that for this year. I think, you know, she'll keep us in there.
Well, and I think you look at you know, the 12 and 13 season last year, and we always know that early in the season hitting can be difficult to watch because, you know, players are kind of adjusting with you know, especially the newer players stepping into varsity this year. What do you want to see in terms of their approach?
I want to see them get good swings. You know, I mean, we've done a lot of tee work a lot of tee work inside, and we've used the machine, but we haven't had a lot of live pitching. And we've hit against our pitchings, but our pitching's pretty good, you know, when we're scrimmaging and stuff. So we haven't really done a lot of just live batting practice. But I think, you know, just some confidence and just, we're young, and I don't want them to be timid. I want them to let it go, you know, just let it fly.
You're taking on a Pierz team that, you know, the history, I talked with this with Matt too. It's not a deep history, but it's already kind of storied. You know, the last few years, this has quickly become a nice rivalry in softball. They were able to open up the season yesterday. What do you remember, if anything, of what they bring back and what you expect from the Pioneers?
Well, I think they graduated quite a few girls, but I know that they're going to be well coached, and they can play small ball when they have to, so you got to be ready for that. They're just well coached, good fundamentals. I mean, and you're right, it's a good rivalry. And you know, last year they were pretty well favored against us in that section game, and we gave him a little bit of a scare.
Oh yeah.
He was getting a little nervous over there, I think. So that was fun. No, we've had a great rivalry. We've come out on top a couple times, and they've come out on top a couple times, and I'd say we're probably 50-50 right now, pretty close.
Yeah, real close to that. It's always a lot of fun. We're really proud and happy to be here for opening day for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Coach, thanks as always for the time. Good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Brad Surgeon, head coach for the Patriots, join us as we break more for the softball pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Home choice for automotive repair and maintenance. Our crew is focused on keeping you safe on the road now, while also focusing on the future of auto repair for all vehicles. Aurora Automotive, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes.
Looking for someone to help sell your home in the Lakes area? Look no further than the Pedig Properties Group with RE/MAX Advantage Plus, the #1 RE/MAX team in northern Minnesota. Their office is on County Road 11 in Breezy Point. Contact Mark Pedig today.
Great health starts here, the gym, Pequot Lakes, a clean, friendly place with a community dedicated to help you live life well, including elite athletes to seniors with 24/7 access, personal training, classes, and much more. Everything in one place, easy to find downtown, the gym, Pequot Lakes.
Discover the charm.
Devin Kruger back with you here live in Pierz, home of the Pioneers, for this Granite Ridge Conference softball matchup. 1-0 Pierz, 0-0 Pequot Lakes. And let's go through the starting lineups now, brought to you by MCL, a Lakes area landscape fixture for over 25 years. Big enough to do the job, small enough to care. MCL mows contracting landscaping in Breezy Point for all your landscaping needs. Being that Pequot Lakes is the visitors, we'll give you their lineup first. Again, first game of the season for head coach Brett Sargent. At the top of the order for the Patriots is going to be the third baseman, junior Haley Bankston. Batting second, a freshman first baseman, Emma Spitzka. In the circle for the Patriots, pitching Georgia James, a junior. She'll hit third. Batting cleanup is junior catcher Avery Gore. Batting fifth at second base, junior Lila Jack. The designated player for the Patriots is Taryn Jaden. She is a senior, the lone senior on the Patriots. She's going to hit sixth. She's batting for the flex position that is sophomore Chloe Bolson, who will be in left field. Batting seventh for the Patriots in right field, junior Avery Emsden. Batting eighth in center field, junior Addison Lillo. And rounding out the order for the Patriots, sophomore shortstop Kate Adiano. For the Patriots, it's Bankston, Spitzka, James, Gore, Jack, Jaden, Amsden, Lillo, and Adiano. For the Pierz Pioneers, 1-0 on the season. Both teams 0-0 in Granite Ridge Conference play. For Matt Pepin and the Pioneers, at the top of the order will be senior center fielder will be Liz Gross. Batting second in left field, sophomore Macy Sedlowski. Behind the dish for the Pioneers, hitting third, senior Natalie Knudsen. Batting third, junior Delilah Rushlow. She's hitting cleanup. The designated player for the Pioneers hitting in the number 5 spot, that's junior Hayden Sam. She's batting for the flex position pitcher Erin Thiesing, who is a junior. Batting sixth in right field is junior Kayla Vernig. At first base, hitting seventh, junior McKenna Hoheisel. Batting eighth, sophomore shortstop Peyton Kimmen. And batting ninth for the Pioneers, junior second baseman Emily Leidenfrost. For the Pierz Pioneers, Gross, Sedlowski, Knudsen, Rushlow, Sam, Vernig, Hoheisel, Kimmin, and Leidenfrost. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by MCL in Breezy Point. When we come back, we'll get you the First Western first pitch, and we will get underway. It's Granite Ridge Conference Softball today with Pequot Lakes and Pierz on yourliveevent.com.
For you in Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. Nestled in the heart of Lake Country, Pequot Lakes is a thriving community brimming with potential for businesses and families alike, offering a vibrant local economy, supportive business environment, and amenities that make it the perfect place to grow your business or start a new chapter in your life. Scenic parks, recreational activities, unique shops, and delicious local dining, Pequot Lakes is where community spirit and opportunity come together. Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. Your next great adventure starts here.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lakes Super Value offers simple and convenient curbside pickup. Order online at shop.pequotlakessupervalue.com. We shop for you and you simply pick them up at our front door. Save on gas too, earning 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. For quality service and freshness, shop Pequot Lakes Super Value. Good luck, area teams. Think spring with Thurlow Hardware in Pequot Lakes. Grab your garden tools, paint, and get ready for spring cleaning and fix-it projects. Thurlow still offers screen repair and pipe cutting and threading. Thurlow Hardware since 1894. Under the Bobber on Front Street in Pequot Lakes.
Burgers, burgers, burgers! Patrick Cedar Chest in Cross Lake. There's plenty of messing around with 13 different styles to sink your teeth into. All handmade half-pound masterpieces. Everyone loves a great burger. Patrick Cedar Chest, 2.5 miles south of Cross Lake on County Road 3. Communities prosper and grow when you bank locally. Everyone benefits. First National Bank has been serving the Lakes area since 1902, with their focus being on their customers and our communities. They are your hometown bank with hometown pride. First National Bank wishes all the area sports teams the best of luck and are happy to help bring you the live coverage. First National Bank is locally owned and operated with 10 branches from Walker to Baxter. Visit www.fnbnorth.com. Member FDIC. Lake Country. And we welcome you back as it is the Pierz Pioneers and Pequot Lakes Patriots. First game of the season for Pequot Lakes. Second game of the season for Pierz. 1-0 after a 15-3 victory over Staples Motley yesterday down in St. Paul. Your Pioneers defense, again, you've got Aaron Thiesing, the junior, in the circle. Natalie Knutson behind the dish. Hoheisel at first, Leidenfrost at second, Rushlow at third, and Kimmin, the shortstop. Outfielders left to right, Sedlowski, Gross, and Vernig for the Pierz Pioneers. Leading off for the Pequot Lakes Patriots will be junior third baseman Haley Bankston. Bankston last year hit .250 for the Patriots with 9 runs batted in, had the only home run of the season for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Pioneers in the white pinstripe jerseys, red pants, and white socks. Patriots blue jerseys with the white numbers and letters trimmed in black, black pants, and blue socks. As we near our First Western first pitch with First Western Bank. We're not just here for you, we are you. With locations in Nisswa, Cross Lake, and Baxter, you can bank on us. Well, here we go, folks, in the 5-5 in the 10 meetings, and the first pitch from Thiesing is a called strike, and we're underway here in Pierz. Pierz 3-0 against the Patriots last year, put together a 20-win season. Here's the rocket fire from Thiesing, and a check by Bankston as the ball rises high. It's 1-1. We also have Pillager and Sabika on yourliveevent.com today as well. Thiesing with the wind and fire, and it's high again above the shoulders. 2-1 to the leadoff batter for the Patriots. Coach Surgeon said he wanted his ladies to have an aggressive approach and not be afraid, and now Thiesing takes a called strike right at the top of the zone, and it's 2-2. Thiesing checks in with Knutson. Here it is, and a swing and a high pop left side, short left field. Sedlowski running out. The shortstop, Kimmin, makes the call and makes the catch for the opening out today. That one hung up there for plenty of time for Kimmin, but sometimes those can get a little shaky. Kimmin made the picture-perfect play, and now stepping in. Batting second for the Patriots, freshman Emma Spitzka. No varsity swings last year. Left-handed batter. Nobody on and one away, and the first pitch is right down the heart of the plate. Strike one to Spitzka. Thiesing checks in. Here's the next one. That one sails way above the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pequot Lakes baseball in Foley for a doubleheader today. If anybody's got scores for that one, I'll gladly take them if you have my number. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a liner well wide of Coach Sargent in the third base coach's box. Solid swing, but way behind it. 1-2 to Spitzka. Coach Matt Pepping calls a series of numbers from the dugout. Here's the 1-2, and that one in the dirt. Bouncing, and Spitzka evens the count at 2-2. Thiesing checks in with Knutson again. 1 away here, top of the first, just underway. Here's the 2-2, another late swing on a liner. Well fallen out of place. Spitzka stays alive as Thiesing came in. Coach Pepping talked about Thiesing has good stuff, but not overpowering. Something that both of these teams had a couple of years ago. But good control here as another 2-2 is on the way, and this one bounced, and that one under Thiesing's glove, picked up by Kimmin at short. The throw to first, and it is just in time. If Thiesing got a piece of that and slowed that ball down, Kimmin does not have enough time to make the throw. But Kimmin got on it right away, had a good clean scoop, and the throw to Hoheisel just in time to beat Spitzka. Nobody on, 2 away for the pitcher, Georgia James. The first pitch from Thiesing is inside with a fastball. 1-0. James last year hit .275, had 22 hits, all singles, drove in 14. 2 away here in the top of the first. Here's a liner to right. That one's going to fall, and the Patriots have their first hit of the season as the junior pitcher gets on board with 2 away. Just a nice solid lift to right field, dropping in front of Vernig, and here comes the junior catcher, Avery Gore. Gore hit .177 last year, had 11 hits, 3 for doubles. She had 5 RBIs. Gore has to shed the shin pads, the shin guards. 2 on with James aboard. James will run for herself. Here's the first pitch from Thiesing. Swinging a bouncer left side. That one's through. Scooped up in left, and it's 2 on with 2 outs as the Patriots string back-to-back singles. Gore, first pitch swinging, rolls one through the left side. Gore will also run for herself. No courtesy runners here as Lila Jeck steps in. Jeck, the second baseman, hit .219 last year. First and second, 2 outs, no score here in the top of the first on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. Here's the pitch. That one down in the dirt. Nicely scooped by Knutson behind the plate. Thiesing going to get a new ball put into play. Jeck last year had 7 hits, all singles, 3 runs batted in. With 2 outs, the Patriots trying to string something together here early in this one. Here's the 1-0 from Thiesing. That one way upstairs. That one back to the fence. Gore stays put at first, but James will advance on the wild pitch. So now first and third, and it's a 2-0 count to Jeck. Thiesing checks. Here's the 2-0, and a swing and a chopper down underneath the catcher. That one was right at the top of the letters. Jeck took a hack at it and just got a piece of it. 2 balls and a strike. Knutson the target. Here's the pitch, and that one high and away. The count 3-1 to Jeck. Taryn Jaden, the designated player, is due up next if the inning can continue for the Patriots. The 3-1 coming, and a swing and a chopper again at the plate foul, and now the count goes full, which means Gore will get a head start at first. James is at third. Got to be careful if it's if this one does get by the catcher. Of course, softball fields don't have a whole lot of room. Payoff pitch coming to Lila Jeck in the number 5 spot. Here's the Rockin' Fire, and that one is a called strike 3, and the inning is over. Patriots put together a 2-out threat, but do not score. As here's your Larson Group Real Estate inning recap for the Patriots in the top of the first. No runs, 2 hits, no Pierz errors, and 2 runners left on base. After half an inning here in Pierz on the Schaefer's Foods of Nisswa scoreboard, it's the Patriots 0 and the Pioneers coming up. This is high school softball on yourliveevent.com.
In Cross Lake, 36 flavors of Kemp's ice cream, Stonehouse coffee, fresh baked scones, tasty sandwiches, and locally made crafts and gifts. Lake Country Crafts and Cones in Cross Lake, open 7 days a week at 7:30 a.m. Stop into Reed's Market and Gas Express in Cross Lake. While there, be sure to pick up Reed's Hardwood Smoked Meats, made in Reed's very own smokehouse, located on County Road 3 and open at 7 a.m. 7 days a week. Shop Reed's Market in Cross Lake.
The Commander Restaurant and Bar and JJ's Pub in Breezy Point invites you in for great food and a great time. If you love supreme pizza, try the ultimate in the Commander's famous garbage pizza. It's loaded with everything. Feast on their Friday barbecue rib and Saturday night prime rib specials. Takeout orders are always available. Just call 562-4198. That's 562-4198 for the Commander Restaurant and Bar and JJ's Pub on County Road 11 in Breezy Point.
The Wild Daisy is
Back with you here in Pierz. Devin Kruger with you as we go to the bottom of the first inning. As Liz Gross will step in. Don't have any stats from last year for the Pierz Pioneers. Georgia James in the circle for the Patriots last year went 12-11 on the season. An ERA of 4.15, 140 strikeouts versus 55 walks. Opposing batting average was 240. James in her junior year, right-handed thrower, taking on the center fielder, and Liz Gross, left-handed batter with a slap style, lets the first one fly by for ball number 1. James tossing to junior classmate and battery mate Avery Gore. Here's the 1-0, and here's a swing and a miss. James kept it on the outside. It's 1-1. Spitzka at first, Jeck at second, Bankston at third, Ariano the shortstop for the Patriots. The outfielders left to right, Boson, Lillo, Amsden. Sophomore, junior. Here's the pitch, and this one upstairs, 2-1 to the leadoff batter, Gross, for the Pioneers. Patriots had a 2-out threat, could not push anyone across. Here's the 2-1, and that one is just above the zone, and Gross way ahead at 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the high pop-up on the 3-1. Adiano makes the call, makes the catch just outside of the circle. And there's one away here in the bottom of the first. So here's Macy Sedlowski stepping in, nobody on, 1 out. Bottom of the first, no score on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, and James fires a fastball across the knees for strike 1. James ready, and that one just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a pitch and a swing and a miss. James changed up on Sedlowski, and she was way in front. Coach Sargent said that she's done a nice job mixing the pitches, knowing when to throw which. Nobody on, 1 out. James a quick worker. Gore the target. Here it is, and here's a swing. A high pop behind the plate. Gore giving chase, and it's just inside the Patriots dugout. We're staying in there. June Rude, who figures to be a prominent piece of the puzzle for the Patriots this year. Coach Sargent said they hope to have her back next week after her thumb injury she suffered in the section basketball tournament. Now a ball has entered the field of play from the JV game going on. Now we're ready for play again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Macy Sidlowski. Here's the 1-2 from James, and that one is a called strike 3, and there's the first Pizza Ranch strikeout of the day for Georgia James. 2 down. Nobody on board for the Pioneers. Patriots got a couple on with 2 outs in the top half of the inning. Senior catcher Natalie Knutson steps in. James ready, and the first pitch swung on and missed, kept it down low. It's 0-1. Patriots stranded runners at first and third in the top half of the inning. With 2 down, here it comes, and a swing and a pop back foul out of play. James gets ahead quickly, 0-2 on the senior catcher for the Pioneers. James ready. Here it comes, and a swing and a miss. Pizza Ranch strikeout as Knutson down on strikes, and Georgia James, let's give that the breakout performance of the game. A 1-2-3 bottom of the first in the first game of the season, as Georgia James a couple of strikeouts as well. The breakout of the game brought to you by A Affordable Bail Bonds. They thank the area athletes and coaches for their dedication and hard work representing our communities. From A Affordable Bail Bonds, with local agents available in the Brainerd Lakes area and service to the entire state of Minnesota. Your Larson Group, Keller Williams Realty. Inning recap, bottom of the first, Pioneers down in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left. After 1 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, we have no score here on yourliveevent.com.
Or shop on Main Street in Pequot Lakes. Flowers and arrangements for any occasion, and delivery available, plus a store full of fun, unique gifts. The Wild Daisy in Pequot Lakes, 568-5454.
Spring in Minnesota. The weather can go from warm and sunny to cold and snowy all in the same week. No matter the weather, Martin Sports Shop in Nisswa can help. Need some new reef sandals, swimsuit, or pair of sunglasses? Martin Sports Shop has new inventory arriving daily. Whatever you're looking for, look to Martin Sports Shop in Nisswa. For those still enjoying winter, there's plenty of winter apparel, snowshoes, and ski equipment at closeout prices. Stop into your neighborhood sporting goods store, Martin Sports Shop in beautiful downtown Nisswa. Family owned since 1927.
Bliss Salon.
Top of the second inning. Taryn Jaden leading things off for the Patriots. No score, and the first pitch from Thiesing, a good fastball speed-wise, but misses the zone high. It's 1-0. Jaden last year hit .250, only had 8 at-bats. She was 2 for 8. Now here's a swing and a foul back out of play. It's 1-1. Jaden 2 hits, both singles, with an RBI last year. Stepping in as the designated player at the start of the year. Leading off the top of the second. Here's a swing and a liner right side. That one dropping in. It'll hop in front and past Vernig. Jaden will get extra bases for this. The throw coming in. The relay to second, and it's not in time. And Jaden leads off the second with a double. Lofted it just over the first baseman's head, and then as it hit, took a little bounce past the glove. Past the glove of the right fielder, Vernig. And it's a double for Jaden. Nobody out. And here's Avery Amsden. She's squared up, and that's a dead ball. That hit her. This thing went inside as Amsden was squaring up. And Amsden, hit by the pitch, puts 2 aboard with nobody out here in the top of the second inning.
Next up for the Patriots, Addison Lillo.
Now first and second for the junior, Addison Lillo. Lillo did not have a varsity at-bat. Third baseman creeping in. Here's the square up, and it's pulled back. Knutson quickly hops out as Jaden heads back to the second base bag. Pitch missed, 1-0 on the junior center fielder, Lillo. Patriots with an early threat here in the top of the second. Nobody out. Here's the square up again, and here's the bunt. Third base side, past the hand of the third baseman, and everybody's safe. That one was well struck, so charging in was Rushlow, and it went right underneath her bare hand. I know it's tough. I'm going to give that a bunt single. I'm going to give it the single because she tried to barehand it, but that one was really well struck, and She got kind of caught charging in. Bases are loaded. Infield in for Pierz for Kate Adiano. And the first pitch is a fastball from Thiesing high, 1-0. So a double, a hit batsman, and a bunt single have the bases loaded for the Patriots here in the top of the second with nobody out. Sophomore shortstop Adiano going to try to deliver big early. Here's the pitch, and that one way up, goes to the backstop, but not far enough. Took a pretty good bounce off the netting towards the plate. So probably a good decision by Chaden to not test it and try to come home, and now it's 2-0 for Adiano. Last year, she had 4 at-bats and went 0 for 4, but she did score 4 runs as a courtesy runner. Here's the 2-0, and a swing and a miss. Good swing, but underneath a high pitch. 2-1. Chaden at third, Amsden at second, Lillo at first. No score. Top of the second. Here's Thiesing's 2-1 and a late swing and a miss. Thiesing fired the fastball by Adiano. 2-2. Coach Surgeon with some words of encouragement for the number 9 batter in the order. Here's the 2-2 and a swing and a foul back. And the dugout supporting Adiano as well. She was right on that one, fouled it straight back. Thiesing trying to get a big first out here. Infield is in for the Pioneers. Gets the signal. The 2-2 to Adiano. Here it comes, and a swing and a foul back again. Thiesing tried to put a little extra fire in that one, and Adiano got around to get a piece. And she's fighting hard at 2-2. Thiesing ready again. Here it is, and it's upstairs. Good eye by Adiano. Did not chase the rise, and the count goes full. That was excellent concentration by the number 9 batter to not chase that. Payoff pitch with nobody out. Here it is, and a swing and a foul, and we'll do it again. Early season matchup, but the battle is on. This next one, we pitch number 9. Thiesing looking into Knutson. Here it comes, and that one is off the plate, and that is ball 4. Kate Adiano with a tremendous plate appearance, draws an RBI walk as the Patriots go up 1-0. RBI walk.
Haley Benson.
As Haley Bankston will come in. Nobody out, bases still loaded. Patriots grab a 1-0 lead, and the first pitch is a change, and that one floats above over the head, but again, with not much room behind, Amsden stays at third. It'll be ball 1 to Bankston, who popped out to short left field, caught by the shortstop. Her first time up, she's 0 for 1. Amsden now at third, Lillo at second, Adiano at first. Infield still in, nobody out. And here's a bouncer left side and through. Amsden will score. Stopping at third will be Lillo, and it's an RBI single for Haley Bankston, and the Patriots grab a 2-0 lead. Still nobody out here in the top of the second inning.
Batting second for the Patriots, number 50.
Amsden comes in to score, and here comes the freshman Emma Spitzka. So the Patriots had 2 on with 2 out in the bottom, in the top of the first, did not score. And now we're going to have a mound visit and timeout brought to you by Ganley's Restaurant in Nisswa. Take a timeout with friends or family with a great meal at Ganley's Restaurant. Coach Matt Pepping talking with his crew as a leadoff double by Chaden, followed by a hit batsman with Amsden, who is going to lay down a bunt. Then a bunt single by Lillo as she pushed it past the third baseman Russell, an RBI walk and an RBI single. The first 5 have reached for the Patriots. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Lillo's at third, Adiano at second, and Bankston at first. Middle infield now is going to go back to double play depth. The left-handed batting Emma Spitzka will step in. She grounded out to short her first time up. 2-0 Pequot Lakes. Granite Ridge softball. Thiesing The wind and fire. Here's a bouncer under the glove of Thiesing, and that one's in center field. One run is in. The throw coming to the plate will be stopped. The throw back to third, and hurrying back is Adiano. And the hit parade continues as Spitzka on the first offering drives one through the center of the field. She'll drive in a run as coming in is Lillo. The freshman with her first hit and RBI in varsity softball. Adiano to third, Bankston to second. Here's the pitch, and a change is up high, 1-0 to Georgia James, who singled her first time up. A 3-0 lead for the Patriots on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. Still nobody out, and now a liner left side, that's through for a hit. Scooped up and left, and it's just station to station, station to station, and Pequot Lakes has had the first 7 reach and RBI for Georgia James as she's 2 for 2.
Now batting the cleanup hitter, Avery. Goal.
Bankston to third, Spitzka to second. Adiano scores 4-0 Patriots. And Avery Gore is the 8th batter of the inning. Without an out, and the first pitch is a change. Gore was out in front. It's 0-1. Gore hit a soft fly to left center field for a hitter first time up. Thiesing the 0-1, swinging a bouncer. Thiesing knocks it down. She's going to go to first. A run will score. Pioneers get the first out. And Thiesing had a play, could have gotten the force at home, but the instinct, she just grabbed it and threw it to first. Bankston will score.
Now batting number 11, Lilac.
Spitzka goes to third. James to second. It's an RBI ground out for the first out, but the RBI for Gore. Here's Lila Jack. First pitch swinging a foul back. 0-1. The Patriots have batted around here in the top of the second inning. Leading 5-0 with runners at second and third with one out. Thiesing ready, and the pitch to Jack, swinging a liner, and that one is caught at second, and that's going to be an inning-ending double play. Not a whole lot Georgia James could do. She got to step off. That was a low liner and a really nice snag by Emily Leidenfrost at second. And the quick flip to Kimmin. And saving my scorebook was an inning-ending double play. Jack lines out. There's a line out and a 4-6 double play as Georgia James ends up picked off of second base. But a big inning for the Pequot Lakes Patriots here. Larson Group Real Estate inning recap. 5 runs across for the Patriots. On 5 hits, no Pioneer errors, and 1 runner left on base. And after 1.5 here in Pierz on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, it's Pequot Lakes 5 and Pierz nothing. This is high school softball on yourliveevent.com.
Pequot Lakes is your top spot for hair, makeup, and lash extensions. And no surprise, they've done it again. Bliss is a 2025 Best of Weddings pick on the Knot magazine and our Hall of Famers. And Bliss Salon and Boutique is so much more. Find lots of beautiful locally made and handcrafted accessories and jewelry. Plus, pick up some Pequot Lakes' own Oofta Juice. Stop and see the awesome gals at Bliss Salon and Boutique on Main Street in downtown Pequot Lakes.
For the best.
Right back with you, Devin Kruger here with you as we go to the bottom of the second inning. And Pequot Lakes with a big crooked number in the top half, leading 5-0. As stepping in is the number 4 batter, Delilah Rushlow. 4-5-6 for the Pioneers as they'll try to answer against Georgia James, who worked a 1-2-3 inning in the circle in the bottom of the first. And the first pitch, a late swing and a nubber off the handle, fouling out of play, 0-1. Pierz baseball with a big matchup with the rivals, 5th-ranked Little Falls tonight. And the next offering sails high, 1-1. James looks into Gore. Here's the 1-1 offering, and a swing and a bouncer through the middle. That's past Adiano into center field, and the Pioneers have their first base runner on a sharp single through the middle by Delilah Rushlow.
For the Pioneers, designated player Hayden Sam.
Here's junior Hayden Sam, the DP for the Pioneers. So Pierz going to try to answer. The Patriots 5-run top half of this inning. We're in the bottom of the second inning, 5-0 Patriots. James looks in, and the first pitch in the dirt, and Gore picks it up, but Rushlow easily going to head to second on the wild pitch after that one hit the dirt. 1-0 on Sam. And Coach Pepin even though it's brown in the outfield, it's still wet from some rain earlier today. Infield looks in great shape here in Pierz. 1-0, 1 ball, no strikes to Hayden Sam. Runner now at second, and the pitch, a swing and a miss. Sam was actually early on the fastball from James, 1-1. Scoreless first inning, then a 5-run top of the second for the Patriots. First game of the year for Pequot Lakes. Pierz 1-0 on the year, winning yesterday. Here's the 1-1, and that one upstairs, 2-1 to the DP Sam. Avery Gore, a lot of experience behind the plate now for this Patriots team. She is not afraid to chuck it down the field and try to pick someone off if the opportunity arises. 2 balls, 1 strike, the pitch from James, and that one a called strike. It's 2-2. Good location, right at the knees from James. Nice crowd here supporting these ladies on a chilly day in Pierz. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes, and a swing and a hot shot right past Coach Pepin. Testing his early season reflexes down there. That was a really sharp shot off the stick of Hayden Sam. 2-2. At second base is Delilah Rushlow. Led off with a single, went to second on a wild pitch. James is ready. Gore with the target. And here's the 2-2, and that one upstairs hops out of the glove of Gore, and Rushlow is going to head to third. That'll be a pass ball charge to Gore. And now the Pioneers, who are again looking to answer the big inning by the Patriots, at least have a little something there, with the runner at third and nobody out. It's a full count to Hayden Sam. Taylor Vernig due up next for the Pioneers. James is ready. Payoff pitch. Here it comes, and it's upstairs, and that is going to be a walk drawn by Hayden Sam, and it's 2 aboard for Pierz.
All right, for the Pioneers, number 2.
That'll bring up junior right fielder Kayla Vernig. So Vernig will step in with Rushlow at third, Sam at first. 5-0 Patriots. Nobody out, bottom of the second inning. Now James going to try to battle back. First pitch, a late swing. Gore fakes the throw down to first just to see if Sam maybe took a step and gave her a window. No balls and a strike to Kayla Vernig. Both teams back in action tomorrow, which is supposed to be a much better day weather-wise than today. Patriots will be taking on Monaga. Pierz will battle Holdingford. Here's the 0-1. That one down in the dirt. Gore got in front of it. It is going to allow Sam to advance to second on the wild pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Vernig. 5-0 Patriots, but the Pioneers now with a threat. Nobody out, 2 on in scoring position. Pierz going to play 3 straight days to start their season. Here's the pitch, and that one a little bit off that pitch and high. 2-1 as James tried to change up just a bit. Here's the 2-1 to Vernig, and that one inside, and Vernig gets ahead, 3 balls and a strike. So after a 1-2-3 first, James now struggling a little bit here in the second inning. 3 balls and a strike. James with the rock and fire, and that one is in, and the count goes full. Vernig looked like she might have been watching that one the whole way. That one just floated nicely in on the outside edge. James took a couple steps back off the rubber. Another payoff pitch coming here to a Pierz batter. Here it is, and a swing and a pop over the Patriots dugout. We'll do it again. Rushlow's at third, Sam at second for the Pierz Pioneers. 5-run top half of this inning for the Patriots. After they toss a couple of dry softballs in play, another payoff pitch coming to Kayla Vernig. Here it is, and that one way upstairs, and Vernig draws the walk. So a leadoff single, and then back-to-back walks, and the exact same position that Pierz' defense was in the top half of the inning. They're now in on the offensive side. Bases loaded, nobody out for the junior first baseman, McKenna Hoheisel. Patriots defense is going to play straight up. Nobody out. The pitch from Georgia James and a late swing and a miss. 0-1 to Hoheisel. Line of cars along the fence on the first base side. And the action building. Now here's a swing and a soft little liner. It's off the glove. Caught! Boy, what a play there by the Patriots. They're going to get a double play. A line drive off the bat of Hoheisel. Went off the glove of Bankston. Adiano backing her up. Makes the catch. And then caught off a third was Rushlow. It's still 5-0. And now 2 outs on a tremendous double play. So how's that going, the scoreboard? A line drive 5-3 and then, or 5-6, and then Adiano unassisted gets a bag. Now he's a swing, a line drive foul off the bat of Peyton Kimmen for strike 1. That is definitely the good eye of the game from Pequot and Cross Lake Eye Center, where convenience and excellence meet. Contact Dr. Todd Weidel and stay in focus with healthy eyes and clear eyesight. Make your appointment today at PequotEyeCenter.com. 2 outs, still 5-0. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and now James way in front of Kimmen, 0-2. A liner off the top of the glove of Bankston. The basket catch by Adiano, and then steps on the bag at third to double off Rushlow. James is 0-2, and that one just missed. James wanted it, didn't get it. 1-2. That one was close, and she almost froze Kimmen. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. The 1-2 from James, and that one missed low and a bit outside. 2-2 to Kimmen, the sophomore shortstop. Sam is at second, Vernig at first. Both got on via walks. James, the pitch, swing, and a liner up the middle. That is going to drop for a base hit. Lillo, and rounding third. Matt Pepping is always aggressive on the base pads, and now Gore will throw to second. The tag in time, and Pierz will score, but Pequot Lakes will get out of the inning as Vernig picked off of second. Coach Pepping sent Sam around third. It will be an RBI single for Peyton Kimmen. But then, as the throw went home, Vernig too far off of second. And I said earlier, Gore is not afraid to take that chance. And she fires it to the base. Adiano puts the tag on, and the inning is over. Your inning recap from Larson Group Keller Williams Realty, located in the heart of the Lakes area in Cross Lake. Larson Group Real Estate's here to serve you. Their dedicated team of agents and a staff is committed to making your real estate journey seamless. Pierz is on the board, and it could have been a lot worse for Patriots fans. Pioneers get 1 on a pair of hits, no Patriot errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 2 here in Pierz on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, it's Pequot Lakes 5 and Pierz 1. We're through 2, top of the third, right after this here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Around, head to Joe's Pizza in Pequot Lakes. Feast on fantastic pizza, amazing calzones, pasta salads, and more. Hit up Joe's Pizza to dine in for pickup, takeout, or have it delivered. Open 11 to 8 Monday through Thursday and open until 9 Friday and Saturday. Joe's Pizza on Front Street in Pequot Lakes. 218-568-4770. Joe's Pizza proudly supports coverage of the Patriots and Lightning, and they wish the kids and coaches the best.
Shrub Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation.
We go to the top of the third, and Taryn Jaden, who started the 5-run second inning for the Patriots, gets to start off the third, and she takes a strike at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. The 1-0, the 0-1 just misses his own 1-1 to Chaden. Led off with a double to right. Came around to score on the RBI walk by Adiano. 5-1 Patriots after 2, and the 1-1 from Thiesing misses high and wide, 2-1. Pierz able to get one back in the bottom of the second. Here's the Rock and Fire, and that one a called strike on the bottom of the zone, even up at 2-2 now to Jaden. Thiesing working quickly here in the third, and here's a swing and a soft liner right side. That's going to drop again for a base hit. Verdict throw to first, and it is in. Oh my goodness, that was in time. Jaden was heading down, and of course I said it too early. I said it was a base hit, but Caleb Vernig, great hustle. And the throw to first, they say, just beat Jaden. So that is the ever rare 9-3 putout. And you do see it occasionally in softball. Nonetheless, a great play by Vernig. 9-3 on the putout, one away here in the top of the third for Avery Amsden, and she swings and fouls the first pitch from Thiesing back 0-1. "5-1 Patriots, all the runs coming last inning. Bases are empty now with one out. Here's the pitch, and that one right down the heart. And Thiesing gets ahead quickly on Amsden, 0-2. Amsden was hit by a pitch and came around to score last inning. Left side of the infield is in a little bit on Amsden. Here's the 0-2 swing and a soft roller right back to Thiesing in the circle. She'll turn and quickly toss it over to Hoheisel. And that is a 1-3 putout, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down here in the top of the third. 5-1 Pequot Lakes leading on the Schaefer's Foods scoreboard. Schaefer's values old-time traditional service, including carry out to your vehicle. Shop Schaefer's Foods in Nisswa. Here's the first pitch and a fastball high to Lillo. Lillo laid down a bunt that she put a little extra zip on it past the third baseman Rushlow for a bunt single. She came in to score. So she's 1 for 1, and she takes a swing and a miss at the 1-0 offering from Thiesing. Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the third. 5-1 Patriots. Thiesing 1-1 to Lillo, and a late swing and a miss on the fastball. Thiesing is in front 1-2. If I'm in that position, I'd probably go right back and give her some heat again. Try to make it a quick inning, the 1-2, and she does just that and freezes Lillo. Strike 3 called. Pizza Ranch strikeout. The second of the game for Aaron Thiesing, and the first 1-2-3 inning for the Pioneers defense on the Larson Group Keller Williams Realty inning recap. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, it is still 5-1 Patriots, bottom of the third, right after this on yourliveevent.com.
Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrub Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrub Excavating LLC. Online at shrubexcavating.com.
Valerie Ann's Family Foods in Ossipee, featuring breakfast, lunch, and their famous single-serving dinners made fresh. Pick one up for tonight or stock up with frozen entrees for the week. Valerie Ann's Family Foods in Ossipee, between Cross Lake and Merrifield on County Road 3.
Whitefish Automotive.
Devin Kruger back with you. Bottom of the third inning, 5-1 Pequot Lakes here on yourliveevent.com. Emily Leitenfrost will lead things off. And the first pitch, a liner right off the top of the glove of Jack into right field. That was sharply hit. I'm almost leaning towards an error on that one just because that was right off the top of the glove and it was right at Jack. Just didn't get the glove up enough. Going to charge the error to Jack Leidenfrost on first. Leading off the Pioneers, bottom of the third inning. Very well struck, but Jack just didn't quite get the glove up high enough, skimmed off the top, and Amsden had to back her up in right field. So a leadoff base runner for the Pioneers, trailing by 4 here in the home third. Here's the leadoff batter, Liz Gross. Gross popped out to Adiano. her first time up, takes first pitch from James low. It's 1-0. So if you're the Pioneers, of course, you can, you're chipping away at the lead, or you want to have a big inning yourself after a 1-2-3 top half of the inning. Now here's a swing and a roller. Adiano, the scoop to Jack at second, and the throw to first will not be in time. They get the force at second. Leidenfrost forced off 6-4. Gross far too fast to turn the double play. She's aboard first with the fielder's choice. So 1 on and 1 out now here in the bottom of the third inning for Macy Sedlowski, who struck out her first time up. 5-1 Pequot Lakes, bottom 3 in this Granite Ridge matchup. First pitch, swing and a miss. Runner goes. Gore to second. It's on the third base side, and boy, Gore just showed a very strong arm, but it was on the third base side for Adiano, and Gross steals second. She's in scoring position as it's 0-1 on Sedlowski. Patriots by 4 here in the bottom of the third. James looks into Gore. Here's the 0-1, and that fastball is a called strike at the top of the zone, and James gets in front 0-2. Pioneers had the bases loaded in the bottom of the second with nobody out, only got one. Now the change way high and now way off the base. Gross definitely showing off her speed. She was halfway to third on that slow, lofting changeup. Turned and burned back. Did not entice a throw from Gore. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Sedlowski. Here it comes from James, and a swing and a miss. Sedlowski down on strikes again. Pizza Ranch strikeout number 3. Pizza Ranch buffet your way. Pizza Ranch, Baxter and Little Falls.
Call batting the catcher, Natalie Knudsen.
Strikeout number 3 for Georgia James in the circle. Here's senior catcher Natalie Knudsen. She struck out her first time up. Runner at second in Liz Gross, 2 away. Bottom 3 in the first pitch down in the dirt. And a nice scoop by Gore to keep Gross at second. 1-0. Following the game, stick around for our post-game recap, notes, numbers, and our awards. Here's a pitch, and that one just missing upstairs. 2-0 to the senior catcher, Knudsen. James takes an extra second, and now here's one, and that one's inside. That one hopped off the glove of Gore. Gross rounds third and stops. 3-0 to Knudsen, and now a runner at third for the Pioneers in Liz Gross. And that will be a pass ball charged to Avery Gore. Now James going to try to battle back. She struck out Knudsen on 3 pitches her first time up. Now falls behind 3-0. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a liner. Jack knocks it down, but it's going to trickle into left field. And that'll be an RBI single by Knudsen that drives in Liz Gross, and the Pioneers edge closer as it's now 5-2 RBI for Knudsen. 2 down. Here in the bottom of the third inning, Granite Ridge Conference matchup, and here is Delilah Rushlow, who singled her first time up. And the first pitch swinging a high pop, Spitzka heading over there, and that one just between 2 cars. 0-1 to the junior third baseman, Rushlow. Singled and was at third base when McKenna Hoheisel hit the liner that clipped the glove of Bankston, was caught by Adiano, and Rushlow was doubled off the third base bag. Now here's a swing and a drive deep to right field. This will be extra bases. Heading around third is Knudsen. She will score. It's an RBI double by Rushlow. She's 2 for 2, and the Pioneers are within 2. She got all of that one from James and lifted that one to deep right field with Amsden chasing it. That's an RBI double. As it's now 5-3, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. The batter is Hayden Sam, who walked and scored last inning. Pequot Lakes leads 5-3 now. And James checks in the first pitch to Sam. moves her back inside, ball one. Pierz put up 15 runs yesterday in their opener. You know they can score it. James going to try to get out of this, holding the lead, and now he pitched, and that one just high on a check swing by Hayden Sam, the designated player. It's 2-0. Rushlow at second. Defense all straight up against Sam. 2 away. Here's the 2-0 swing and a roller foul up along the third base side. Coach Pepping tossed it to Georgia James, said, hey, let me know if we want to change up. That was good sportsmanship by Coach Pepping. 2 balls and a strike to Hayden Sam. Good one brewing here in Pierz. Here's swinging a drive to center. This one's deep. This is trouble, and this is off the bottom of the fence. Trotting at home will be Rushlow. And it's back-to-back RBI doubles as the Pioneers are within 1 as Hayden Sam drills one to deep center field for an RBI double. And the 5-run lead that the Patriots had going into the bottom of the second has been shaved to 1. Tying run at second, 2 outs, 3 straight hits for the Pioneers with 2 outs. And here's Kayla Vernig, who walked her first time up. At second is Hayden Sam. The pitch and a swing and a foul straight back to the net. 0-1 on Vernig. Gore tracks it down after the ball ricocheted off the net. 2 outs, bottom of the third, 3 runs across for the home Pioneers. James ready, the 0-1. That one up high, 1 ball, 1 strike to the junior right fielder. Vernig started the 1-2-3 top half of the third inning with throwing out Taryn Jaden from right field, heading to first. Now a pitch from James outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Vernig. Pioneer bats coming alive here in the third. Loaded the bases with nobody out in the second. Only 1 run came across. They're making sure they make good. Here's a high fly right side. Amson turning back, and that one's over her head. The Pioneers are going to tie this up. Vernig's rounding second. She's coming to third, and Coach Pepping's going to wave her around. Jack's throw home to the third base side, and Vernig rounds them all, and it's a 6-5 Pioneers lead here in the bottom of the third. Vernig lifted that one to Amson. The throw came a little slow, and Coach Pepping is a very aggressive coach. Base running, Sam scores, and that is going to be, there was no error on that play. That's going to be a 2-run inside the park home run for Kayla Vernig, and Pierz has taken a 6-5 lead. She lifted that one over Amsden, and as she came in, she threw it to Jack, and without hesitation, Coach Pepping sent her around, and I love the play by Coach Pepping. Forced the defense to make a play. They weren't able to make it with the throw up the third base side, and even if the throw was on time, she might have beat it out. So it's now 6-5 Pierz on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, and here is the first pitch down low to McKenna Hoheisel. Hoheisel again lined into that 5-6 double play. And now one upstairs, and now James falls behind 2-0 to the first baseman Hoheisel. 5-run bottom of the third for the Pioneers. 8th batter of the inning. James ready, and here's a swing and a pop right side, and it's going to be Spitzka, and Jack Spitzka makes the catch, and a tremendous one right on the edge of the grass, backpedaling with Jack coming behind, and Alma Spitzka makes a spectacular catch to end the inning, but not before the Pioneers storm back. Your Larson Group Real Estate inning recap, 5 runs in the bottom of the third inning. They did it on 4 hits, 1 Patriot error, and there was nobody left on base. Whole new ball game after 3 It is on the Schaefer's Food Scoreboard, Pierz 6 and Pequot Lakes 5. This is high school softball on yourliveevent.com.
Been delivering honest, trustworthy auto repair to area drivers for over 25 years. Remember, if you take care of your car will take care of you. Whitefish Auto, 2 miles south of Cross Lake, 692-1818. Good luck to all the area athletes.
We are back. Devin Kruger here with you as we go to the top of the fourth through 3 innings. Let's give you our game recap brought to you by Von Hansen's Meat Market in Baxter, who wishes the Patriots and Lightning all the best. Visit Von Hansen's not only for the best selection quality meats, try their famous specialty pretzels. Von Hansen's in Baxter and at vonhansens.com. They bring you the best. 6 runs on 6 hits, 1 runner left on for Pierz. 5 runs on 7 hits, 3 left on for the Patriots.
Now batting for the Patriots, number 10, Kate Arellano.
After 3 innings, 61 pitches for Georgia James, and Kate Arellano leading off the top of the fourth. Gets ahead 2-0 on Aaron Thiesing, who threw 56 pitches through 3 innings. Here's your game recap so far from Von Hansen's. 6-5, and now here's Thiesing taking a little bit off and finding the strike zone. 2-1 on Arellano. Arellano had an RBI walk and scored in the 5-run second inning for the Patriots, who now find themselves behind 6-5. Here's a fastball upstairs, and it's 3-1 on the number 9 batter, Arellano. Arellano had a great plate appearance. 9 pitches in the walk she drew back in the second. Leading off the fourth, and this one high, and Arellano is aboard again with the free pass.
How about in the leadoff?
Only 2 walks that...
Haley Bankston.
The only 2 walks that have been issued by Thiesing. Now the top of the order, Haley Bankston had an RBI single her for last time up. She is 1 for 2. RBI single and a run scored in the second. First pitch up high, and Knutson comes out looking to maybe throw behind Arellano. She hangs on. 1-0 to Bankston. Both teams putting a big crooked number up in this game so far. And here's a pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop foul. Knutson will turn back, but that one's well out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to the junior third baseman, Bankston. Patriots 5 runs all in the second inning. Pierz got 1 back in the second and then put 5 across last inning. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss. Bankston behind the throw down to first. Scurrying back is Arellano as the count now 1-2 on Bankston. Through 4.5. Also on yourliveevent.com, Sabika leading Pillager 11-5 as here's a pitch high and wide. Thiesing came with a fastball off the plate. Wanted to see if she could get Bankston to chase it. She doesn't. It's 2-2. Runner at first with nobody out, and that one high and outside, and it's full to Bankston with Arellano aboard first. Devin Kruger here with you. Early season softball game number 1 for Pequot Lakes, number 2 for Pierz. Here's the payoff, and they swing a line drive left side, and that one just foul. Bankston was a bit too far in front of that one from Thiesing and pushed it past the very, very faded line. I don't know if there's much of a line out there. 200 feet to the poles, 200 to dead center. 200 all the way around here in Pierz. After a little extra excitement, Bankston steps back in and a payoff pitch again coming from Aaron Thiesing. Knutson with the target. Here it comes and a changeup, and Thiesing got Bankston out in front, but Bankston held the back bat just enough to tip it off the very end of the bat. Stays alive at 3-2. That is so hard to do for a softball player. Here's another 3-2, and that one way upstairs, and it is back-to-back walks to start the top of the fourth as the Patriots are in business.
Number 15, Emma Spitzka.
So Arellano will head to second. Bankston at first. Here comes Emma Spitzka, who had an RBI single to center her last time up. Third baseman Oh, Rushlow creeping in. Here's the square up, and Spitzka offers, and it's off the bat foul for strike one. So Rushlow was creeping in. Spitzka, left-handed batter. Squared up on the first pitch. It's 0-1. She squares up again, and this time lays it first base side. Rushlow, the pick, the throw to first is in time. The sacrifice laid down beautifully by Emma Spitzka. She'll get the sacrifice, moving Adiano to third.
Now batting pitcher.
Bankston to second. 5-3 the putout, one away for Georgia James, who is 2 for 2, had an RBI single in the second. 6-5 Pierz leading in the top of the fourth. From Thiesing, here it is, and a swing and a lift to left, and this one heading back, and that one caught. Tagging is Adiano. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. It'll be an RBI sacrifice fly. The throw back to third, and now, oh no, Haley Bankston slid into third, and as soon as, now she came off the bag, but they called time immediately. Bankston, after she slid, immediately went to grab for her left ankle. As Knutson fired it back to third, and the leadoff batter for the Patriots, Haley Bankston, in pain, laying right by third base. So early season, and the Patriots are going to have to make some adjustments. They had a few gals that were over in the JV field, and not what you wanted to see at all here in the first game of the season. The Patriots do score. It's an RBI single for Georgia James, who goes to 3 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs. Adiano scores for the second time, but then as Bankston was sliding into third, the throw back behind from Knutson, and Bankston slid in and immediately went to grab her left ankle. The coaches are carrying Bankston off the field, and it's a sight that you just flat out hate to see. And it looks like the Patriots are sending somebody to run over to the JV squad to get a player, as they will have to take a look, and we hope for the best for the junior Haley Bankston, the third baseman. Score is 6-6 on the Schaefer's Foods scoreboard. We are going to take a break. We'll see who the Patriots get on third base. And I believe because she was ruled safe and then immediately went to grab her ankle, I believe that the official immediately called time. Pierz is still on the field because it was a weird situation where she came off the bag and the glove was applied to her. So it was kind of one of those, like, could they have called her out when she rolled off the bag? But time was called so fast by the umpire. I think they're awarding her the bag, and the inning will continue for the Patriots. 2 outs, top of the fourth, 6-6, and we'll return after an injury timeout here on your liveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Roman, and my dad is a lineman at Crowing Power, the electrical company. He gets to drive a big white bucket truck and can climb power poles. That is pretty cool. Storms don't scare me. When the electricity goes off, my dad will fix it. He doesn't wear a cape, he wears a hard hat, and he is my hero. Happy National Lineman Day to my dad and all the others.
Crowing Power is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, giving you the power to power on.
Von Hansen's Meat Market in Baxter wishes the Patriots and Lightning the best of luck. Von Hansen's is more than the best selection of quality meats. Try their famous specialty pretzels. Von Hansen's in Baxter and at vonhansens.com. They bring you the best.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
We welcome you back to Pierz. Claire Foote has been brought over from the JV game. Right now, Pequot Lakes JV leading 6-3 in the fourth. Claire Foote, a freshman, is on third for Haley Bankston. And I have to change the scorebook. That was not a single by Georgia James. That was a sacrifice fly. There's a sac fly to left field, so there are 2 outs. Foote is at third. Haley Bankston being tended to. Hopefully, nothing too bad with her left ankle foot area. Avery Gore is the batter. 1 for 2, had a single back in the first. Had an RBI ground out in the second. We are tied at 6. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Granite Ridge Conference softball. Opening day for Pequot Lakes. Pierz 1-0. And after the injury timeout, here's the first pitch to Avery Gore, and a swing and a miss. She was in front of that one from Thiesing. It's 0-1. We're talking here in the press box. I'm spoiled today for game 1 with the press box, and Bankston ruled safe, and then timeout was immediately awarded with the injury. And here's a swing, a slow roller. Thiesing with the scoop, the throw to Hoheisel, and Gore is retired on 2 pitches to end the inning. And just to kind of finish the thought is that the umpire could have ruled that Bankston was out because she rolled off the bag with the tag still applied, but he ruled that with the injury, they were going to just let her be safe, and then the immediate time call. So play continues, Gore grounds out, and that ends the top of the 4th inning. Your Larson Group Keller Williams Realty inning recap. Patriots get one back to tie us at 6. The 1 run comes without a hit in the inning. There were no errors on the Pioneers, and 1 runner was left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and it is 6-6 on the Schaefer's Foods scoreboard, as we'll return right after this here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Pine River Napa wishes the area teams all the best. Get your dose of Napa know-how at Barnum's Pine River Napa when you need the best in auto parts, tools, and accessories. Napa Auto Parts, near the stoplight in Pine River. The fabulous Moonlight Bay Family Restaurant in Cross Lake says good luck to the Patriots and Lightning. They thank all the kids, coaches, officials, and parents for their dedication and commitment to high school activities. Moonlight Bay is home of the $7 lunch special every weekday. Yes, only $7. Bring your friends for a great time with Meat Raffle Wednesdays, Trivia Friday nights, and great events all year long. Like them on Facebook for more. Moonlight Bay Family Restaurant on the north end of Cross Lake.
Cross Lake.
We welcome you back as we are tied at 6 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. With the injury to Bankston, we'll get the changes as the first pitch to Georgia James hits, went inside and caught Kimmin in the forearm. A couple of Patriots fans, I think, were saying that might have been a foul ball. So Peyton Kimmin leads off the bottom of the 4th, getting hit by a pitch, and it's a base runner for the Pioneers. 6-6 game. So Chloe Boson will go from left field to third. Addison Lillo went from center to left, and Claire Foote is going to come in center field as first pitch is a called strike on Emily Leidenfrost, and then Gore throwing behind Kimmin. Good strong throw, but went off the glove of Spitzka to right field. Since Kimmin dove back safely, she had no chance to go to second base. So again, Foote in center, Lillo in left, Boson at third now for the Patriots. 6-6 game, bottom 4. 1 on, nobody out after the leadoff hit batsman put Kimmin on. Kimmin had an RBI single back in the second. Here's the pitch, and Leidenfrost lifts one to right. Amsden coming in. Drifts a couple steps to her left, makes the catch. Runner tags. Here's the relay, not even close in time, and there's that aggressive base running. As that'll be a fly ball out to right field by Leidenfrost, but it helps advance the runner. Kimmin to second. Here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out, top of the order now, Liz Gross.
Leadoff hitter Elizabeth Gross.
Gross is 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 5-run 3rd inning for the Pioneers. Bottom of the 6th. And Georgia James working first pitch. And that one just a bit low. Ball 1 to Gross. Six, bottom of the 4th. Here's a swing and a drive to center. And Claire Foote off the top of her glove. Heading to third is Kimmin. She'll be waved around. Here's the throw from Adiano. It's up the third base side. Gore back to third, and sliding in safe is Gross as the Pioneers are back in front. That will be an error charge to the center fielder Foote. Gross ends up all the way to third. Kimmen will score as Pierz regains the edge. And Claire Foote, of course, put right into action and then, of course, gets a sharply hit fly ball right towards her and right off the top of the glove. Here's Sadlowski with one out, and she bunts. Here's the throw, and Georgia James bobbles it, and there will be no play. James is going to try to send it home as Pepping put the pressure on. Gross will score for the second time. There was no play made, so it's just going to go as a bunt single RBI for Sadlowski because you can't assume an out. So the bunt single RBI for Sadlowski puts Pioneers ahead 8-6 with one out here in the home fourth. The batter is Natalie Knutson, and the first pitch is a called strike. Runner goes. Gore's throw to second is not in time. Gore showing she has definitely been working on that. She's got a cannon to second. Haley Bankston is bundled up with an ice pack on her left ankle. As Sadlowski steals second, it's 0-1 to Knutson. Knutson, an RBI single and a run scored in the third. Pioneers have scored in 3 straight innings. They lead 8-6. Here's a swing and a pop fly. Short right. Amsden running in. Amsden makes the scoop catch for out number 2. Great concentration by Avery Amsden as she had to run quite the distance to put the squeeze on that one. There's 2 away.
Pioneers, number 12, Delilah.
Brings up Delilah Rushlow, who is 2 for 2. Had a single in the second, an RBI double, and a run scored in the third. Pierz leading 8-6, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch to the cleanup batter, and that one down low. That one Gore can't scoop up, and Sadlowski heads to third on the wild pitch. It's 1-0 on Rushlow. James trying to get out of this one without further damage. High-scoring affair in Granite Ridge softball. 2 quality clubs, no doubt about it. Here's the 1-0, and a swing and a drive to right. Amsden heading over. That's dropping in fair. Rushlow's got another hit for the Pioneers. She is 3 for 3 with another RBI, and it is 9-6 in favor of the Pioneers.
Now batting number 7, Hayden Sam.
Macy Sadlowski comes in to score for the first time today. Hayden Sam will step in. The designated player, 1 for 1. Walked and scored in the second. RBI double and scored in the third. And the first pitch is below the knees. Gore, the throw back to first, and not in time. Close, but Rushlow gets back. 1 ball, no strikes to Hayden Sam. 7th batter of the inning for the Pioneers. Georgia James in that circle, working hard, swinging a roller foul, 1-1. Pequot Lakes had a 5-run second to take a 5-0 lead. Pierz got 1 back in the second, 5 in the third. Pequot Lakes tied it with 1 in the top half of this inning, but Pierz answers again with 3 across so far. Here's the 1-1 to Sam, swinging a pop-up. Spitzka right by the baseline, right by the bag, makes the squeeze. And Sam is retired, as is the side. Pierz with a few more here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Larson Group, Keller Williams Real Estate, inning recap. 3 runs for Pierz. They do it on 2 hits, 1 Pequot Lakes error, and 1 runner left on base. 2 of the 3 runs were earned. We are through 4 in this Granite Ridge softball matchup on the Schaefer's Foods of Nisswa scoreboard. It's Pierz 9 and Pequot Lakes 6. Schaefer's Foods in Nisswa has been serving Lakes area for 4 generations, providing old-time traditional service, including carry-out to your vehicle. That's Schaefer's Foods in Nisswa. We're back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Auto body technician to join their hard-working fun team. Very competitive wages based on experience and a flexible work schedule. Willing to train the right person. If you have a passion for working on cars, apply today at Cross Lake Auto Body.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At Matson Lumber Company in Nisswa, they'll walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Matson Lumber in Nisswa are your local Marvin experts. Visit them on Highway 371 in Nisswa. Let Matson Lumber help you with your next project.
And as we go to the top half of the fifth inning, on the first pitch, Lila Jeck hits a soft flare to second base and is retired by Emily Leidenfrost. One pitch, one out here in the top of inning number 5. Pierz leading 9-6. Nobody on and one out. And the batter is Jaden, and Jaden first pitch swinging, heads out to center and right to after a couple steps back as Liz Gross. And the Pioneers feeling some momentum. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the top of the fifth inning. Avery Amsden steps in for the Patriots, trailing 9-6. Amsden hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Grounded out in the third. First pitch swinging, and that one, well, they're good. Amsden was claiming, I think, that hitter in the box. Oh, the bat split. Oh, so that's why she didn't run. Amsden swung and hit one off the handle. The bat snapped in half, and Amsden stood near the batter's box almost as if she thought that ball hit her in the box. Coach Surgeon talking to the official, but that's a 3-pitch inning for Aaron Thiesing and the Pierz Pioneers as Amsden rolls one to the shortstop. And on 3 pitches, the Patriots are retired in the top half of the fifth inning. Your Larson Group Real Estate inning recap. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And on the Schaefer's Foods scoreboard, it stays 9-6 in favor of Pierz. Join the many satisfied clients of Larson Group Real Estate, serving the Brainerd Lakes area from their Cross Lake, Minnesota office. Their team dedicated to exceptional service and outstanding results. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 9-6 Pioneers after this on yourliveevent.com.
Tasty Pizza North in Pequot Lakes. Perfect crust and loads of toppings. Dine in, take out, and delivery. Breakfast Sunday mornings, more than just pizza, though pizza is their middle name. Tasty Pizza North, Pequot Lakes, 568-4404.
Hi, I'm Susan.
Number 2, the right fielder, Kayla.
And we go to the bottom of the fifth inning after the quickest inning we'll see all season long, a 3-pitch inning in the top half of the fifth. Pierz leading 9-6. And leading off the bottom of the fifth, Kayla Vernig. First pitch swinging, high fly on right center, clear foot. The run cannot track it down. Amsden will toss it in, but that's going to be a leadoff single for Kayla Vernig to right center. Pierz went down in order in the bottom of the first inning, but their offense has been alive since. Bases loaded with nobody out in the second. They only got 1 across, but then 5 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and a leadoff single on the opening pitch in the bottom of the sixth. Vernig is aboard for McKenna Hoheisel, who is 0 for 2. Pierz leading 9-6 here in the bottom of inning number 5. Georgia James in the circle for the Patriots as expected. Here's a square up, and there's a pop, and that one went off the bat. It went off the bare hand of Avery Gore, and she just about plucked it behind the plate as Hoheisel tried the bunt attempt. It's 0-1. Gore will get back in and give the signal for Georgia James. 0-1, the pitch, and another bunt. Here's the throw to second, and Adiao, the tag, got her! Avery Gore throws out her first run of the year as it was a low pitch on the fastball. Vernig took off, and Gore with an absolute bullet right on the bag to Adiano with the tag, and the base runner erased. Base is empty, 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth, and that's a boost that the Patriots have needed on the defensive side. It's 1-1 to Hoheisel. James is ready, the rock and fire, and that one in tight. 2-1 to the junior first baseman. Little Falls leading Pierz baseball 3-1 after 4 innings. Big matchup there early in the season as James fires a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2 to Hoheisel. Fun game here to start the season for the Patriots and an early one, game number 2 for the Pioneers. Expected a good one today. Here's the pitch swung on and missed. Ball popped out of Gore's glove. She'll throw it. It's low. Nice scoop by Spitzka at first. That will be a Pizza Ranch strikeout. 2-3 for the official putout. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Actually, not 2 up, 2 down. Leadoff single, and then Gore with a caught stealing. And now Peyton Kimmen is up. We had an RBI single in the 2nd, was hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th. Nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch, and that's right down the heart of the plate. 0-1 to the sophomore shortstop, Peyton Kimmen. Georgia James, 4 strikeouts, no walks, but 1 hit batter today. She's been hitting that strike zone. Here's the 0-1, and that one just missed. 1-1. Kimmen, the number 8 batter for the Pioneers. 8-9-1 due up for the Patriots in the top of the 6th. Here's the 1-1 from James, and that one's in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Kimmen watched. Patriots had that big second inning with 5 runs, but Aaron Thiesing has held the Patriots offense in check the rest of today. Here's the 1-2 and a change, and that one inside, apparently. James gave a look of utter disbelief that that wasn't a called third strike. 2-2 to Kimmen. That's where, as a pitcher, you really got to come back strong. She thought she had her on the change. The 2-2, and that one down in the dirt. Full count to Peyton Kimmen. You know, and when you're down by 3 and you got a great out on the base pads, then you think you're out of the inning. And that's where you got to dig a little deeper sometimes. Nobody on, 2 outs. Here comes the payoff pitch. And it is swung and rolled. Adiano at short. Clean scoop to Spitzka, and it is in time as Kimmen retired 1 shortstop to another. In the bottom of the 5th with your Larson Group inning recap. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We are through 5 in this Granite Ridge softball matchup on the Schaefer's Foods of Nisswa scoreboard. It is Pierz 9, Pequot Lake 6. We head to the 6th right after this on yourliveevent.com.
Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day roles to best serve our community. We know the area high school athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this season. Be safe on the court, rink, field, and in the gym. We look forward to watching you succeed. We're not just here for you, we are you. First Western Bank. You can bank on us. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
BigDealAuctions.com, holding monthly online consignment auctions. Big Deal Auctions is top rated for business liquidations and estate sales. BigDealAuctions.com. Whether you have 1 item or many, we sell it for you.
Welcome back here to Pierz as we are through 5 in this Granite Ridge Conference matchup, and it's time for another game recap from Von Hansen's Meat Market in Baxter. Don't forget, they're not just the best selection of quality meats. Try their famous specialty pretzels. Von Hansen's in Baxter, online at vonhansens.com. Through 5 innings, Pierz has 9 runs on 9 hits. They've left 2 on base with 2 errors. Pequot Lake, 6 runs, no errors on Pierz. 6 runs on 7 hits, 4 left on for Pequot Lakes with 2 fielding errors. 76 pitches for Aaron Thiesing as we start the 6th inning. 86 pitches for Georgia James through 5. That's your game recap from Von Hansen's Meat Market. 8-9-1 due up for the Patriots here in the top of the 6th. Addison Lillo, Kate Adiano, and then the top, Claire Foote, who's in for the injured Haley Bankston. It's 1-0 on Lillo. First pitch was low. Next pitch swung on and lifted to left, and coming in, making the grab, is Sedlowski. And Lillo flies out left fielder to left fielder for the first out here in the 6th. Lillo now 1 for 2. Excuse me, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Nobody on and 1 out for Kate Adiano, who has walked twice and scored twice from her shortstop position. Also has an RBI, first pitch, and that one low and in, 1-0. Following the game, we'll ask you to stick around for that post-game recap. Notes, numbers, and awards. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss by Adiano. 1-1. Thiesing through 5 innings. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a hit batter. Here's the 1-1 to Adiano, and that one in tight. Adiano leaned back. 2 balls and a strike to the number 9 batter, Kate Adiano. Claire Foote due up next. The 2-1 from Thiesing. A swing and a pop back out of play. Evened up now 2-2. Somebody will chase that one down. Again, both these teams back in action tomorrow. Patriots will take on Monaga. Pierz will take on Holdingford. These two will rematch May 2nd in Pequot Lakes. Nobody on, 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Adiano. Here it comes. That one way upstairs, and the count full. Adiano went 9 pitches with Thiesing in the 2nd inning before the walk. Drew the walk on 5 pitches in the 4th. Thiesing ready. Here it is, and that one is a called strike 3, and this time Thiesing gets the better of Adiano with a Pizza Ranch strikeout. The 3rd of the game
Now batting.
for Thiesing.
Claire Foote.
And now stepping in for the first time in her varsity career, Claire Foote. In for the injured Haley Bankston. And the first pitch, a swing and a foul off the mask of Knutson. That's a good aggressive start by the freshman Foote. Haley Bankston no longer sitting in the chair. Looks like she's in the dugout. Hurt her left ankle sliding into 3rd in the 4th inning. We're in the top of the 6th, and now a change way up and outside. 1-1 to Foote. Patriots didn't have an eligible player in the dugout. Somebody had to run over to the JV game to bring Foote over here. 2 outs, nobody on. The 1-1, a swing and a miss. 1-2 on Claire Foote. Patriots down by 3 here in the top of the 6th. Thiesing looking for back-to-back 1-2-3 innings, and she'll get it. Foote chases the rise ball. Pizza Ranch strikeout.
Top of 6, no runs, no hits, no errors, no.
And that's another strikeout. Pizza Ranch buffet your way. Pizza Ranch, Baxter and Little Falls. Patriots down in order again. Larson Group, Keller Williams Real Estate. Inning recap. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 6, and on the Schaefer's Foods scoreboard, it stays Pierz 9 and Pequot Lake 6. This is high school softball on yourliveevent.com.
From Wides Major Appliance in Brainerd, Wides announces a new line to offer you. Now, stop in to see the incredible line of appliances from Speed Queen. Speed Queens are tested to last 25 years, offers warranties up to 7 years parts and labor, and is the recommended brand by most service people. With Speed Queen and Crosley, plus service, parts, and used appliances, Wides is your one-stop appliance shop for major appliances without the major price. See Wides Major Appliance on Oak Street in Brainerd.
Go Patriots.
Devin Kruger back with you here in Pierz. Cold, cloudy day here on this Thursday. Going to change tomorrow, which will be nice. Tomorrow, here on yourliveevent.com, I'll be heading to Pine River for baseball as Pine River Bacchus hosts Lake Park Audubon. Pregame set for 4:15 on yourliveevent.com. You can check that schedule. Check rjbroadcasting.com for the schedule and our spring sports guidebook. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, Pierz leads 9-6. Emily Leitenfrost leads off, and a one-hopper right back to Georgia James in the circle. She'll toss it to Spitzka, and Leitenfrost retired on 1 pitch to start the bottom of the 6th. She's now 0 for 3 on the day. We go to the top of the order, Liz Gross, Macy Sadlowski.
Elizabeth Gross.
So nobody on, 1 out, bottom of 6. Pierz leading 9-6 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. Liz Gross 0 for 2, but a couple of runs. Here's a swing and a miss. The slap-style hitter was way off on that pitch from James. Gross reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 4th. Came around to score both times, so 0 for 3 on the day. Now a swing and a pop-up. James gives way to coming in from the right side is Bolson, and Bolson makes the catch. Good job by Bolson. Came in to play 3rd after the injury to Bankston, made that call immediately, called off James. And it's 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th for Macy Sadlowski. 2, 3, 4 will be due up for the Patriots in the top of the 7th. As James ready to work, Sedlowski swinging a roller left side and through. That'll be a base hit. Second hit of the day for Macy Sedlowski as she rips a 2-out single through the left side. For Sedlowski, that puts her at 2 for 4 on the day now. 9-6 Pioneers run around with 2 outs for Natalie Knutson. Had an RBI single and a run scored in the third. She's 1 for 3. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Pierz, and the first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Erin Thiesing has retired 9 straight Patriots as we get ready to head to the top of the 7th inning. Patriots had a walk. Had a couple of walks at the top of the 4th. Here's a swing and a drive to center. Foot coming in, and Clarefoot can't quite measure it up. Heading over to third, rounding it is Sedlowski. Jack throws home, and it is not going to be in time. That's going to be an RBI single for Natalie Knutson, and another big run across for the Pioneers. As Knutson, the RBI single, she ends up at second on the throw home. She's 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. The senior catcher coming up big, as it is now 10-6 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. And Knutson, for the first time today, Pierz is going to bring in a courtesy runner. It's going to be Addison Wincher.
Now running for Pierz.
So Wincher is at second with 2 outs for Delilah Rushlow, who is 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored today. Rushlow in that cleanup spot, and we see why. A single in the second, RBI double in the third, and an RBI single in the fourth. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pierz leading 10-6. Patriots 5 in the second, 1 in the fourth. Pierz 1 in the second, 5 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and now another here in the bottom of the 6th. After Wincher was put in as the courtesy runner, the umpire had to make his notes, and that's through the delay. Now Rushlow is in. James is ready. Gore will give the target. Here it comes, and a swing and a bouncer. James knocks it down. She'll throw to first. Rushlow retired for the first time today, and that will end the inning, but not before Pierz gets one more tacked on as we head to the 7th inning. 1 run on a pair of hits in the bottom 6. No errors and 1 runner left on. That's your Larson Group Real Estate inning recap as we head to the 7th. On the Schaefer's Foods of Nisswa scoreboard, it's Pierz 10, Pequot Lake 6, 2, 3, and 4 coming to the plate as the Patriots try to come back in the 7th when we return here on yourliveevent.com.
MCL, a Lakes area landscape fixture for over 25 years. Big enough to do the job, small enough to care. MCL, mows, contracting, and landscaping in Breezy Point. Contact MCL for all your landscaping needs.
Aurora Automotive, your close-to-home choice for automotive repair and maintenance. Our crew is focused on keeping you safe on the road now, while also focusing on the future of auto repair for all vehicles. Aurora Automotive, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes.
Looking for someone to...
Welcome back to Pierz. Devin Kruger with you as we head to the top of the 7th inning. And Pierz is up 10-6. Again, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Patriots. It's going to be Emma Spitzka, Georgia James, and Avery Gore. Erin Thiesing ready to deal. She has retired 9 straight, hasn't allowed a hit since the 2nd inning. 1, 2, 3 in the third, the 2 walks, and then sacrifice. First pitch to Emma is all for a ball, 1-0. Fouled off, it's 1-1. Patriots got that run in the 4th without a hit. So no hits since the 2nd, and 9 straight retired for Erin Thiesing. 1-1, and the pitch swinging a liner, but foul from the freshman first baseman Spitzka. It's 1-2. 10-6 Pioneers lead here in the top of inning number 7. Pierz trying to make it 4 straight against the Patriots in the series. They're 5-5 against each other the last 3 years. Here's a swing and a fly to right. This one could be some trouble heading back, and making a great running catch was Vernig for the first out. Vernig was heading to right center. She was running back and made a great catch for out number 1.
Next up for Pequot Lakes, the pitcher, Georgia.
And now here's Georgia James. She's 3 for 3 today with a pair of RBIs. Nobody on, 1 out, top of the 7th. The pitch, and James swing and a fly to left. This one's going to get over the top of Sedlowski. Extra bases for Georgia James. She'll trot into second, and Georgia James is 4 for 4 as she puts a 1-out double over the head of Sedlowski in left. So a runner aboard, snapping the streak at 11 straight for Thiesing.
Catcher, Avery Gore.
But the Patriots still have a lot of work to do. 10-6 Pioneers. Here's Avery Gore. Gore's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. And that one a called strike on the outside half, 0-1. The junior catcher steps out, steps back in. Knutson will give the target. James running for herself at second. Here's the pitch. A swing and a soft pop up first base side. Hoheisel diving catch. What a spectacular catch by McKenna Hoheisel at first. That is a highlight reel play by the junior first baseman Hoheisel, and there are 2 down.
Next up for the Patriots, number 11, Lila.
Outstretched run right past assistant coach Repke. Sensational play, and the Patriots down to their last out. Here's the pitch, and that one way up top, off the top of the glove. Ball 1 to Lila Jack. James will head to third. First wild pitch by Thiesing today. 10-6 Pioneers. Jack is 0 for 3 on the day. 10-6 Pioneers with 2 down. Here's the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. Jack behind the fastball, which maybe was a touch high. It's 1-1. James over at third. The 1-1, and that one inside on Jack. 2 balls and a strike. Jack stepped out, now steps back in, gets ready as Knutson gives the target. Thiesing delivers, fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thiesing looking into the dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes, a swing and a miss. That's a Pizza Ranch strikeout, and this one is over. Thiesing's 5th punch-out of the day ends things for the Patriots as Georgia James is stranded at third. Your Larson Group Real Estate inning recap in the top of the 7th inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left on. It is a final on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. The Pierz Pioneers go to 2-0 on the season and pick up Granite Ridge Conference win number 1 on the year. Final score on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, Pierz 10, Pequot Lake 6. Our post-game recap is coming right up here on YourLiveEvent.com.
In the Lakes area, look no further than the Pedig Properties Group with RE/MAX Advantage Plus, the #1 RE/MAX team in northern Minnesota. Their office is on County Road 11 in Breezy Point. Contact Mark Pedig today.
Great health starts here. The Gym, Pequot Lakes, a clean, friendly place with a community dedicating to help you live life well, including elite athletes to seniors with 24/7 access, personal training, classes, and much more. Everything in one place, easy to find downtown. The Gym, Pequot Lakes.
Discover the charm and opportunity waiting for you in Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. Nestled in the heart of Lake Country, Pequot Lakes is a thriving community brimming with potential for businesses and families alike, offering a vibrant local economy, supportive business environment, and amenities that make it the perfect place to grow your business or start a new chapter in your life. Scenic parks, recreational activities, unique shops, and delicious local dining, Pequot Lakes is where community spirit and opportunity come together. Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. Your next great adventure starts here.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lakes Super Value offers simple and convenient curbside pickup. Order online at shop.pequotlakesupervalue.com. We shop for you and you simply pick them up at our front door. Save on gas too, earning 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. For quality service and freshness, shop Pequot Lakes Super Value. Good luck, area teams. Think spring with Thurlow Hardware in Pequot Lakes. Grab your garden tools, paint, and get ready for spring cleaning and fix-it projects. Thurlow still offers screen repair and pipe cutting and threading. Thurlow Hardware since 1894. Under the Bobber on Front Street in Pequot Lakes.
Burgers, burgers, burgers! Patrick Cedar Chest in Cross Lake. There's plenty of messing around with 13 different styles to sink your teeth into. All handmade half-pound masterpieces. Everyone loves a great burger. Patrick Cedar Chest, 2.5 miles south of Cross Lake on County Road 3. Communities prosper and grow when you bank locally. Everyone benefits. First National Bank has been serving the Lakes area since 1902, with their focus being on their customers and our communities. They are your hometown bank with hometown pride. First National Bank wishes all the area sports teams the best of luck and are happy to help bring you the live coverage. First National Bank is locally owned and operated with 10 branches from Walker to Baxter. Visit www.fnbnorth.com. Member FDIC. Lake Country Crafts and Cones in Cross Lake. 36 flavors of Kemp's ice cream, Stonehouse coffee, fresh baked scones, tasty sandwiches, and locally made crafts and gifts. Lake Country Crafts and Cones in Cross Lake, open 7 days a week at 7:30 a.m. Stop into Reed's.
We welcome you back as it is a final on the Schaefer's Foods scoreboard. The Pierz Pioneers get the victory by the final score of 10-6 over the Pequot Lakes Patriots. As this one was, obviously had plenty of excitement. Aaron Thiesing, after a rough top of the second inning, really got dialed in for the Pioneers. Pioneers offense got rolling as well as they claimed the victory to go to 2-0 on the season, 1-0 in the Granite Ridge Conference. It was season opener day for Pequot Lakes, so they're 0-1 overall and 0-1 in Granite Ridge Conference play. Let's recap this one for you. It was a scoreless first inning, and then Pequot Lakes was able to strike first in the second inning as they put together a solid inning. They scored 5 runs on 5 hits. The first 7 batters all reached safely in the inning for the Patriots. It was highlighted as the first one across after it was a leadoff double by Taryn Shaden, an RBI walk by Kate Adiano, RBI single by Haley Bankston, RBI single by Emma Spitzka, RBI single by Georgia James, and an RBI ground out by Avery Gore. Made it 5-0. Pierz got one back in the bottom of the second, actually had bases loaded with nobody out, got 1 run across thanks to a great double play on a line drive that skipped off the top of the glove of Bankston. Adiano caught it and was right on her way to third and doubled off a runner. The Pioneers were able to get one back. And then after a 1-2-3 top of the third, Pierz was able to answer 5 runs on 4 hits. RBI single by Natalie Knutson, RBI double by Delilah Rushlow, RBI double by Hayden Sam, 2-run home run inside the park by Kayla Vernig as Coach Pepping's aggressive running paid off, and that put the Pioneers ahead 6-5. Pequot Lakes tied it in the top of the fourth, a leadoff walk by Kate Adiano. She was brought in on a sacrifice fly by Georgia James, and then it was 6-6. Pierz took the lead right back in the bottom of the fourth. Leadoff batter Peyton Kimmin was hit by a pitch. An error helped out. Macy Zadlowski had an RBI single. Delilah Rushlow an RBI single as the Pioneers pushed 3 across to go up 9-6. And then in the bottom of the sixth, with 2 outs, a single by Macy Zadlowski and an RBI single by Natalie Knutson pushed the final run across as it was your final 10-6 in favor of the Pierz Pioneers. Head coach Matt Pepping is already joining me up here. Why don't we get him on it? Let me make sure I turn the mic up so they can hear you, Matt. This one got kind of wild today, but your girls really buckled down, especially teasing in the circle after the 5-run second inning. And this is a nice win on the home field, Coach.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of, we started out sloppy, and I thought they got sloppy at the end. We kind of cashed in on some of their mistakes, but kind of an early season game. We're gonna be different next time we face them, and they're gonna be a lot different, especially the June out for them. Yeah, but I was proud of our girls how we fought back after that 5-run second that they had.
I talked with both you and Brett, of course, about how this rivalry has just continued to bud and bloom. And one thing, of course, that it seems like coaches can know coming into a game, but it's still, from my vantage point, it's fun to watch your aggressive style, because you will make sure that your girls take any opportunity for an extra base. And we know that maybe it doesn't pay off all the time, but it seems to have a very good success rate, and it almost seems like it still catches other teams off guard sometimes. Talk about how you teach your players and how you work on that to make sure you can swipe those extra bags.
Yeah, we kind of just we're aggressive. I'm aggressive at third base. Even if we get a runner thrown out at stealing or anything, I think we just need to stay aggressive. Make people make plays. Make the other team make plays. Even that inside the Parker is like, do I send her or not? The ball was at the cut, so I said, there's 2 outs, send her. If she gets thrown out, she gets thrown out. So, the girls play a lot of summer ball, so it's instilled in them to take extra bases and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's one of our strengths.
When you were down 5-0 and you talked about how you felt things were a little bit sloppy at the start, did you have any certain message to your team going into the bottom of the second, knowing that there was so much game left to erase an early deficit like that?
We just talked about chipping away. We don't need to get 5 this inning. Just get one or 2, and we ended up getting 5 the next inning. But,
right.
All with 2 outs, I think, too. So, yeah, that was a big inning. But, yeah, just chip away. When there's that much game left, you can't give up.
Talk about Thiesing, because I didn't even realize it till we were heading to the 7th inning, but after that 5-run second, she didn't give up a hit until the 7th inning. She had those 2 walks to start the 4th that netted the Patriots a run, but is she someone that you can see where if she has, what does that show you when she has a rough inning, but really shut that Patriots offense down the rest of the way for the most part?
Yeah, she's pretty level-headed. I don't think much gets to her. I don't think she's going to be one to strike out 15 girls in a game, but if we can play solid defense like we did after the 2nd inning, I think we can put up some zeros.
Yeah, certainly a nice win for your crew, and you've got one tomorrow. I mean, just the way the schedule, and of course we know sometimes spring will do that to you, but had one yesterday, had one today, have one tomorrow. What are you looking for after 2 games the first week of the season to play 3 straight days? What are you going to look mainly from your crew tomorrow?
Just consistency. I mean, usually if you do the fundamentals right, you usually win the game. If you can field the ball and not walk girls and do those little things, I think those are the things that turn into wins. You don't have to always make spectacular plays, but it helps, obviously. But yeah, just consistency from everybody.
Well, and I usually don't backtrack like this, but you mentioned spectacular plays. The catch by Hoheisel in foul territory, one of the best I think I've ever seen in softball, and then Vernig snagging that one and right. Your defense, when they did make some of those plays, I mean, holy cow, Matt, that was fun to see.
Yeah, Vernig to lead off the 7th, so that was a big catch to get that first out. And then McKenna, we always tell our girls, if it's foul ball, there's nothing to lose if you dive. So she laid out and she caught it, and there's nothing to lose. So, yeah. It's a big catch.
Yeah, that was sensational. Coach, congratulations on a really fun win here today. It was a pleasure to be here, and hopefully we'll see you down the road.
Thanks, Devin.
Matt Pepping, the head coach for the Pierz Pioneers. They get the win 10-6. We'll take a look at some stats. We'll see if we can get some other interviews as well, as including our post-game award winners, as the Pioneers get the win 10-6 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
In Cross Lake. While there, be sure to pick up Reed's Hardwood Smoked Meats, made in Reed's very own smokehouse, located on County Road 3 and open at 7 a.m. 7 days a week. Shop Reed's Market in Cross Lake.
The Commander Restaurant and Bar in JJ's Pub in Breezy Point invites you in for great food and a great time. If you love supreme pizza, try the ultimate in the Commander's famous garbage pizza. It's loaded with everything. Feast on their Friday barbecue rib and Saturday night prime rib specials. Takeout orders are always available. Just call 562-4198. That's 562-4198 for the Commander Restaurant and Bar and JJ's Pub on County Road 11 in Breezy Point.
The Wild Daisy is your full-service flower shop on Main Street in Pequot Lakes. Flowers and arrangements for any occasion, and delivery available, plus a store full of fun, unique gifts. The Wild Daisy in Pequot Lakes, 568-5454.
Spring in Minnesota. The weather can go from warm and sunny to cold and snowy all in the same week. No matter the weather, Martin Sports Shop in Nisswa can help. Need some new reef sandals, swimsuit, or pair of sunglasses? Martin Sports Shop has new inventory arriving daily. Whatever you're looking for, look to Martin Sports Shop in Nisswa. For those still enjoying winter, there's plenty of winter apparel, snowshoes, and ski equipment at closeout prices. Stop into your neighborhood sporting goods store, Martin Sports Shop in beautiful downtown Nisswa. Family owned since 1927.
We are back. Final score. Pierz gets the victory 10-6 over Pequot Lakes here on yourliveevent.com. And now join us is our big deal of the game. And it's the junior third baseman, Delilah Rushlow. And our big deal of the game, of course, brought to you by a host of area businesses, including Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products of Brainerd, Von Hansen's Meat Market in Baxter, Wide's Major Appliance in Brainerd, Donlinger Automotive in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd, Liljenquist Sewer and Excavating out of Aiken, Atwater Chevrolet GMC in Aiken, Riverwood Healthcare Centers as well. And Delilah, third base, hitting that cleanup spot. You're meant to produce, and boy, did you today, going with a whole bunch of hits. So what I have you at 3 for 4. The last at bat, were you kind of disappointed you didn't get to go 4 for 4 today?
Honestly, that wasn't really in my head at all. But yeah, thank you.
Tell us about your approach. What have you worked on? And Coach Matt said this group plays a lot of summer ball. What are some of the key things of how you approach your at bats? You were so fun to watch with your success today hitting the ball.
Yeah, I have a good mental mindset when I go into the batter's box. I'm not talking down on myself at all, and yeah, I just work hard in the cages and just getting ready.
Do you look for a certain, and not that you have to give away your secrets, I was just curious, do you look for a certain location of when you really know when to let it rip?
No, I don't look for a certain location, but I do work off the tee, outside, down the middle, and inside, before games, so that helps out.
Down 5-0 going into the second inning, you were leading things off. What was the talk like in the huddle, knowing you had a lot of game left, but you had a pretty substantial deficit to work under?
Our coach Jason, he said big dog mentality, and we kind of just took it from there.
I think I heard that a couple of times down there. Is that
after that we were ready?
Well, it was an impressive comeback, and obviously once you got rolling, you had the big third inning, and and Coach Matt talks about the aggressive running. How much does that mean to you girls? How do you enjoy the fact that knowing, hey, if you've got any opportunity, you've got kind of the green lights to try to swipe bases and fluster the other team?
Yeah, that's it usually works a lot of the time, and it's nice to know that on the base that you got to be aggressive and you can't just sit on anything.
Delilah, congratulations on a really fun win. I hope down the road that I get to see this crew again. Fun team to watch. Congrats on the win and your award.
Thank you.
That's Delilah Rushler, our big deal of the game. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to talk to our second award winner. We'll get Delilah hooked up. We'll be right back. 10-6, Pierz gets the win on yourliveevent.com.
Boutique in Pequot Lakes is your top spot for hair, makeup, and lash extensions. And no surprise, they've done it again. Bliss is a 2025 Best of Weddings pick on the Knot magazine and our Hall of Famers. And Bliss Salon and Boutique is so much more. Find lots of beautiful locally made and handcrafted accessories and jewelry. Plus, pick up some Pequot Lake's own Oofta juice. Stop and see the awesome gals at Bliss Salon and Boutique on Main Street in downtown Pequot Lakes.
For the best pizza in town year-round, head to Joe's Pizza in Pequot Lakes. Feast on fantastic pizza, amazing calzones, pasta salads, and more. Hit up Joe's Pizza to dine in for pickup, takeout, or have it delivered. Open 11 to 8 Monday through Thursday and open until 9 Friday and Saturday. Joe's Pizza on Front Street in Pequot Lakes. 218-568-4770. Joe's Pizza proudly supports coverage of the Patriots and Lightning, and they wish the kids and coaches the best.
Shrub Excavating.
We are back on yourliveevent.com, and now it's time for our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. And for the Pierz Pioneers in the victory, junior right fielder Kayla Vernig. My first question has to be on the defensive side, and obviously it's 10-6, but top of the seventh inning, You make that great catch in right field. How well did you see that off the bat?
I don't know. I feel like I just focus on, right off the bat, just seeing where the ball goes. And me and center fielder Lizzie, we kind of just, I don't know, run full speed. Whoever calls it first, and you get it. I don't know.
Well, and it's interesting because, of course, talking to Matt, and you have these games where sometimes there's high scores, but it's fun to highlight defensive plays. And obviously, you take a look like Hoheisel's dive.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the best catches I think I've seen in foul territory ever.
Crazy.
So you're down. You guys come back, and it's a pretty close game. As you guys get a 6-5 lead and you push it with 3 runs, is that something like what's your approach as a team of when you have that lead and you make the comeback of making sure that you don't get into a comfort zone, that you still continue to attack, especially at the plate, because you also had a couple of great hits today?
I feel like kind of just keep in it, keep the high energy going, and sometimes I feel like you gotta kind of be selfish. You gotta take it and you gotta be aggressive. You gotta get it wherever you can, and just because you're ahead, doesn't mean you can just sit there and be like, okay, we're ahead by 1, because that can go away like so quickly. Like how you seen they scored like 5 in 1 inning. That's crazy.
Do you have the ball from the inside the park home run?
No.
Oh, they didn't keep that for you?
Well, I don't know. I'm waiting for one over the fence. So.
Oh, okay. So you're like, nah. Let's wait till one clears the fence.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
When you hit that, and of course, when the softball and in baseball, when you get that opposite field hit, so many times you have that chance for a triple. Were you surprised that Coach Pepping was waving you around to try to take it all the way around?
So I saw when I was rounding first, looking like towards second, I had a quick glance to field. No, you're not supposed to, but I saw that it was behind her at the fence, so I just rounded it, and then he keeps going, waving me. So I'm like, whatever, I'll go for it. So
You just see, that's great. See, now we know you trust your coach.
Yeah. And then they go, keep running. Like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I wasn't going to stop.
And of course, this has been such a great, great rivalry with softball, and it's not a deep rivalry, but now you're seeing, like a lot of your girls have played against each other. This was round 1. How much does it mean to get this victory in round 1 against Pequot Lakes in the conference?
I think it means a lot. Yeah, we've always had the rivalry, even in summer ball. Like when we play summer ball against them, it's always a good, close game, and it's always great defense, great hits. Like, I don't know, it's just a well-played game, and I think this helps kind of people believe in us because a lot of us haven't played varsity yet. So this is like a good game, a good feeler game. And I think it's got a lot of energy to carry towards the rest of the season.
Well, and hopefully a lot of more warmer days this season.
Please.
So I will let you go so that you and me and everybody can get warmed up. But this was a fun one, obviously, to be a part of. Congratulations on your award, being our Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game, and congrats on a nice win.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. That's Kayla Vernig for the Pierz Pioneers as the Pioneers get the win on the Schaefer's Foods of Nisswa scoreboard, 10-6 over the Patriots. When we come back, we'll take a look at the final numbers, and we'll get things wrapped up as it looks like Pequot Lakes has already jumped on the bus. And it's pretty typical Coach Surgent early on in the season. I always got to remind him, hey, come talk with me after. And so the Patriots are heading their way home. We're going to run through the final numbers, and we'll wrap it up when we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Serve you with any excavation project. Shrump Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrump Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrump Excavating LLC. Online at shrumpexcavating.com.
Valerie Ann's Family Foods in Ossipee, featuring breakfast, lunch, and their famous single-serving dinners made fresh. Pick one up for tonight or stock up with frozen entrees for the week. Valerie Ann's Family Foods in Ossipee, between Cross Lake and Merrifield on County Road 3.
Whitefish Automotive and Cross.
Back with you here in Pierz. Final score, Pierz 10, Pequot Lake 6 in this Granite Ridge Conference matchup. Let's take you through the numbers, and then we'll wrap it up here on this chilly Thursday to start our 2025 broadcast season. I should throw out one more final that we saw in YourLiveEvent.com. Pillager and Sabika in a Park Region matchup. Sabika got the win 12-7 over the Huskies. Here is the recap of the stats for this one. Your winning pitcher today, Erin Thiesing. I had her for exactly 100 pitches in her 7 innings, allowed 6 runs, all earned on 8 hits, walked 3 and struck out 5. For Georgia James, she'll take the loss, 93 pitches, 10 runs, 9 earned on 11 hits in 6 innings, 4 strikeouts, no walk. Each pitcher did have 1 hit batter. In the hitting department for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, 6 runs on 8 hits. They had 2 fielding errors. They left 5 runners on base. Haley Bankston before the injury, and again, really hope that Haley will be able to come back soon and fully for the Patriots. She finished 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Claire Foote came in and went 0 for 1. Emma Spitzka 1 for 3 with an RBI. Georgia James 4 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. A great day at the plate for James for the Patriots. Avery Gore was 1 for 4 with a pair of RBIs. Actually, correction, looks like 1 RBI for Gore in the game here today. Just double checking that. Yes, 1 RBI for Gore. Lila Jeck went 0 for 4 on the day. Taryn Jaden in that designated player spot, she went 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Avery Amson was 0 for 2 with a run scored. Allison Lilla 1 for 3 with a run scored. Kate Adiano 0 for 1 with 2 walks, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. 6 runs on 8 hits for the Patriots. For the Pioneers, 10 runs on 11 hits, no fielding errors. They had 3 runners on base. Liz Gross at the top was 0 for 4, but came around to score twice. Macy Sedlowski 2 for 4 with an RBI and a pair of runs. Natalie Knudsen 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Delilah Russell 3 for 4 with a double, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Hayden Sam in the DP spot 1 for 2 with a double, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Kayla Vernig 2 for 2 with the 2-run inside the park home run in that 5-run third for the Pioneers. Also had a single and a walk. Ken Hoheisel went 0 for 3. Peyton Kimmen 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. And Emily Leidenfrost 0 for 3. 10 runs on 11 hits for the Pierz Pioneers. Pierz gets the victory 10-6. They are 2-0 on the season, 1-0 in the Granite Ridge. For Pequot Lakes, 0-1 overall and in Granite Ridge Conference play. Tomorrow we have high school baseball on yourliveevent.com. It is Pine River Bacchus and Lake Park Audubon. Pregame set for 4:15. Twins baseball, they lose today to Kansas City 3-2. Very tough start for the Minnesota Twins. They are heading to Detroit for a weekend series with the Tigers. Pregame tomorrow at 6:30 on KKI and FM 94.3. If you want to check out the upcoming broadcast schedule, go to rjbroadcasting.com or yourliveevent.com. We do have a few radio games as well this spring, but we have a full slate here on yourliveevent.com. Of course, our 2025 Spring Sports Guidebook is up online as well. Please go check it out. From Pierz High School here in Pierz, I'm Devin Kruger. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Our final today on the Schaefer's Food Scoreboard, Pierz 10, Pequot Lakes 6. Have a great night. Get warmed up. Some beautiful days are ahead here on yourliveevent.com.